Hello again and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Remember our discussion about the BBL and how we need to read the small print before we append a signature? Well, we got a question. Someone wanted to know if the medical personnel could get away with just about anything, and the answer is no. Now, when a doctor approaches a medical practitioner, a medical doctor, medical doctors are part of a noble profession. They're members of a noble profession, and they are expected to be highly skilled in the area in which they practice. The relationship is that of a contract, but it has an element of the law of tort. Now, in this case, it says there's a duty of care owed by the medical practitioner to the patient, and there's a breach of that duty, negligently or maliciously. Negligently is the person does not perform in the manner that he ought to perform, or he performs in a substandard manner. That's the negligent one. Or then there's malicious one. I remember watching several years ago a movie in which the medical practitioner, the surgeon, was the husband of the lady on whom he was performing cosmetic surgery, and each time he helped her to enhance her looks, she left him. She was well, you could say rather wayward in that movie, and the final time that he performed the surgery on her, deliberately scarred her for life. The last scene I remember was where she held a mirror to her face and she screamed. Now, in that sort of situation, of course, that was just a film. Now, in that sort of situation where there's malicious damage, certainly the doctor can be sued for negligence. So negligence happens when someone is not careful enough to fulfill the standard of care. There's a standard of care that is expected. And the other instance is where someone acts on purpose, as in that story, deliberately causing harm. In either case, the medical personnel can be liable if sued. In certain nations of the world, medical personnel are actually insured, yes. So there's a good and the bad side of that. If a suit comes, the insurance takes care of it, but the downside to that is that it pushes up the costs of medical procedures. I hope I have been able to answer the question appropriately. Now, if you find what we're saying here useful, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
The Lopez Gale.